Not everything we did was because of Chuck. The blood, the sweat, the tears, man. That's us. We lost. What happened to Butch and Sundance? What happened to going out swinging?
Hi, my name is Michelle. I want to thank you for the past 15 years of Supernatural. And my question for the both of you is, when's the reunion movie?
Yeah.
That's a good question. I'm going to say 2-3 seasons. I mean, 3 well, I don't know if the end of this season paints us into a box to do that. I'm kidding. We painted ourselves in the worst box. Always on the way out. Yeah, I don't know. I do know this. We're game. Yeah. Yeah. I've always, since it was determined that the show was going to end at 327 episodes, I've liked to think of this as a see you later, not as a goodbye. So I don't know when that would be, but yeah, they have my phone number. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Kinda nice. Going out on a high. Going out being the operative phrase. Sorry.
You sorry? How sorry are you? Sorry that you fight to keep Donatello alive, but when it comes to you, you just throw in the towel? Or are you sorry that after all these years, our entire lives, after I've looked up to you, after I've learned from you, I've copied you, I've followed you to hell and back? Are you sorry that all of that, it means nothing now?
Who's saying that?
You.
Yeah, this is also the last time we get to see you guys as Sam and Winchester.
Yeah.
For now. Fingers crossed. Yeah, we have, this is what, the 4-week mark? 4 weeks left. Yeah. I know. Well, he's acting, but all honesty, it's so I'm weird. I'm a lot of you know. I'm hyper emotional and like sensitive, and I like long walks on the beach. Purple and pink are my my spirit animals. I'm very nostalgic, and I kind of been surprising myself. I was like, I either am just like cool now, or like I'm dealing with this.
Well, you're telling me that I have to just throw away everything we stand for, throw away faith, throw away family. We're the guys who saved the world. We don't just check out of it.
So it wasn't really, if I played Sam Winchester for my entire life, I'd die happy, you know? As long as he had a story to tell, and he does have a story to tell, and he's telling that story. And maybe on April 5th, when Jared and Sam say goodbye to each other, hopefully it's see you later and not goodbye, you know? We'll cross that bridge when we get to it.
I got one card left to play, and I have to play.
You have one card today, but we'll find another tomorrow. But if you quit on us today, there will be no tomorrow. You tell me you don't know what else to do. I don't either, Dean. Not yet. But what you're doing now, it's wrong. It's quitting.
I was talking about this a little bit earlier, and I think one of the reasons why, you know, he and I have stuck with this for as long as we have is, I think there's also a realization on both parts here of just how rare and unique this opportunity truly is. There's not a lot of shows that get to film 327 episodes. There's not a lot of shows that And even more rare, they get to shoot 327 episodes of the same 2 leading characters. And you know, the ones that do get into the, you know, the triple digits and stuff, you know, tend to be more procedural type shows, where they're following a formula that works and works very well. To constantly have to constantly be creating new storylines and new character arcs and new characters and all new motivations and stuff, season after season after season after season, and so on. I think we quickly realized that we were kind of part of something special here, and that we had, you know, we've heard the metaphor of lightning in a bottle, and I just don't think he and I were ready to get rid of that anytime soon, and we were wanting to hang on to that as long as possible, and so we have, and we've tried to do it justice. We've tried to earn this as much as we possibly can.
I believe in us, Dean. I believe in us. Hey! Why don't you believe in us too?
Hi. My question is, if there could be a supernatural movie after the show ends, what would you want to see the plot line be about?
We didn't even say what the plot would be about. Quick script, quick movie. Thank you. I'm going to try to be very strategic because Jensen and I know how the show wraps up. Yeah, now you're not wooing. If and when there's a supernatural movie or reboot a la Netflix or something. I mean, I got some screams, so your turn, so I got some chills.
You didn't even throw out an idea.
Where's my rib shot? Normally, if Supernatural gets the opportunity to come back, either on CW or Netflix or however, whatever we air on, or could air on, I hope it's about Sam and Dean trying to make the world a better place.
This is why. This book. This is Dad's single most valuable possession. Everything he knows about every evil thing is in here. And he's passed it on to us. I think he wants us to pick up where he left off. You know, saving people, hunting things. The family business.
I hope we do more time travel.
I do too.
There you go. That's all I got.
To win.
I was thinking maybe the 90s. That would be fun.
Could you imagine going way back to 92?
When were you born?
2004?
is older than you. It's the newest pair I have. We're still way back to the 90s. Thank you, you're a sweetheart.
Wanting more, but also us wanting more. Like, I hope this isn't the last time I'll play Sam Winchester.
Okay, Sam. Let's go home. But I do believe in us.
Fans have been calling for a supernatural movie, and the boys have said, they'd love to do a supernatural movie. What do you think the chances that might actually happen, or is it just a pipe dream?
I don't think it's a pipe dream. I mean, it's, Warner's features are so much different than Warner's television. I think generally, when they make a movie or a TV show, there's a certain, time lapse between the two, certainly with X-Files. So I'm certainly not ruling it out. It's something I'd be interested in. I think the boys would probably love to do it. But again, we're just trying to, I think, get through this season and do it in a way that, people will be happy with it.
I'm sorry. I mean, this is all my fault. I know that. But what you're doing, it's not gonna save me. It's only gonna kill you.
Then what am I supposed to do?
Keep fighting.
Hi, I'm Joe. I was at the Supernatural Convention in Chicago 2 years ago, and at Robert Singer's panel, there was a question about things that he wanted to do in the future maybe, and he mentioned that he would maybe like to do a feature-length film in the future. Is that still a possibility?
Of Supernatural?
Mm-hmm, like a movie.
That idea has been floated around quite a bit. I would say that it's certainly up for discussion, but as long as the show is still going, it's kind of, that's not really plausible.
Could that be the grand finale of the whole thing, doing a movie?
It could be. It could be once the TV series kind of comes to an end.
Once y'all stop watching.
Wait.
Oh, God, no.
I'm just kidding.
And then we take.
How dare you?
And then we take a few days off and start the feature film. And then after the feature film hits, then we start with the Supernatural redo.
Redux. Like Will and Grace from earlier. So somebody asked this question.
Which one are you in that scenario?
That's such a Samantha thing to say. Sorry. We talked about it earlier, and she goes, like Will and Grace. I was like, Will and Grace, I think, just did another TV show. I would love the idea of doing a movie. You know what I would like more, because I think there's so much more to Supernatural than 2 hours, is I would love to do, I don't want to say a mini-series, but like a shortened, like a 10 episode movie kind of situation, where we really delve into it, as opposed to just trying to create a storyline, wrap it all up. So we'll see what happens, and we'll see what the writers and the powers that be sort of allow to happen. I think this is 2 years ago you were there.
Mm-hmm.
So I think a lot has changed in 2 years, believe it or not, with like Netflix, the way they air shows, the way they're creating shows, and the way you can just kind of jump in onto a show. I think TV, and maybe I'm being biased here, but I think TV has the power to be a lot more powerful than a movie, because it's there, it's with you. And I even mentioned earlier, if we did do a movie, I would still want to not use foul language, just because I feel like we've gone by without it.
Son of a...
Well, I know a lot of words that are longer than 4 letters, so... So we'll yes, best is a 4-letter word. B-E-S-T. Yeah, so Yeah, we'll see, Jordan. Thanks a bunch, man. Good to see you again.
No doubt, endings are hard. But then again, nothing ever really ends, does it?
And we won't be gone long, I promise.
It came to the point of like, okay, I think this is the right time. Like, it's a weird decision. And then I'm gonna sell him out. When Jensen got to Vancouver 2 weeks ago, I have a text message from him. He's like, man, crazy being back in Vancouver. I feel like we could do 2 more years. And I was like, let's talk, man. Like,
To all the SPN family out there, thank you so much for taking this journey with us for 15 years. We love you, and we won't be gone long, I promise.